right, I want to express some thoughts real quick. Um, Lately, I've been thinking about this whole gender wars relationship issue that's permeating throughout America, and I'm like, where did we go wrong? Like, what happened? So I was thinking back, like, how how were we like in high school? How were we in junior high school? And I think I pinpointed the issue in my generation at least. So I was born in 1986. I'm 40 years old. When I was in junior high school, one thing that was very, very common was that boys and girls were friends. Now, I want y'all to really think back, at least for me and my circle. Maybe my situation was a little bit different here in New York City. Maybe my situation was different for me and my friends, but every single one of my friends were boys and girls. Nowadays, it seems like men and women cannot be friends because they can't be, they just can't. And so I think it's some more like, when did that change? Like, when did we get to this podcast era where men and women are just at odds? Like, what happened? So again, I started thinking some more, and I want y'all to think about this. Maybe you remember too. There was a point where there was a question going around, again, at least in New York City. There was a question that started going around: can boys and girls, can men and women be friends without there being some sort of sexual attraction to each other? I think that's when it started. I think I'm right about that. I think that's when it started. I think that's when the divide started happening, where if I'm in a relationship with a woman, that woman wouldn't want me to have female friends because of the possibility of cheating, and vice versa. That man wouldn't want that woman to have male friends because of the possibility of cheating. And that's some bullshit. I call bullshit on all of that. Men and women need each other, fam. Like, we cannot do this thing. We cannot save the world without having each other by our sides, whether that's friendships or relationships, romantic or platonic, whatever the case is. We can be friends without there being any sort of sexual desires between each other. We need to get back to that. We need like a good cleansing. And there's a deeper conversation there with self-discipline, with sexual discipline, because a lot of people really just want stimulation. So they're using each other to just scratch this itch. We need to stop that shit. We need to get back to a point where we can be friends so that we can build better. Because this shit, what's happening out there, it ain't working. It really ain't working. We need to shake shit up. And I think we really need to get back to just a simple friendship between men and women. Because then we'll just know more about each other. We'll see each other through a different perspective. And I think that's really important. So yeah, I just need to get that shit off my chest because I've been thinking about that for the last couple of days. And I'm realizing the more I hold on to things in my head, the more it bothers me. So talking about it helps. And I think this is just an important conversation to have. Men and women need each other.